college and played college football, basketball, and everything. A lot of them are incarcerated now. Those that stuck to what we really wanted to do with the agenda that we had planned for their futures are very successful now. And he's one of the individuals that listened and made decisions, so he became successful in the things that he needed to do. And I'm highly appreciated with that, because he brought this program up. You can't catch every one of you. Everybody in this room is not meant to be saved. But if I can get one, two, if I can get all of you, God has blessed me. And that's who treats me to keep me in this game, knowing that I can reach out and touch you and make a difference in your life. All right? At this, I'm going to let Mr. Brock talk to you in a minute.
Hello, y'all. My name is Roy Brock. Friends around the neighborhood call me Roy. Call me Roy. I actually started playing Pop Warner football for Baden Street in the 80s. I started junior pee-wees and played all the way up to midgets. The first team I played on was coached by Coach Johnny Brown, and then I moved up junior midgets. I was with Tree. And this is a picture of our team that year that Tree had us, and I'll help you guys out. I am the one in the middle, number 51. You can pass that along. So just like many of you, I grew up in the city of Rochester on the northeast side. I lived right off of Joseph Avenue. Used to walk up here every summer for Baden Street Day Camp, and also I started playing Pop Warner football. So I grew up in the community just like you. I went to number 6 school that's on Upper Falls and Hudson. And I walked to school from Joseph to number 6 school. So I grew up in this neighborhood like many of you. I went through some of the same struggles, most of the same issues that you face the same issues. And I'm just here to let you know we can overcome all of the obstacles, all of the situations in our life. And we can actually excel and reach greater heights than even some of us can imagine for ourselves. You know, I'm not completely sure on, some of the failures of the city school district and, schooling period. It doesn't do us a just due in bringing out the best qualities in us. It's a lot of negative teaching and stereotyping that doesn't do a good job on uplifting us as a people. I'm here to let everyone know in this room that the key to your better future, the major key to your better future is you. The major key to my better future is me. And I'm here to share with you some of my success stories and to implore you to dig down deep inside and follow your dreams, follow your hearts, and follow your ambitions. The first thing I would like for you to do is to take can't out of the dictionary. If you have a dictionary, you want to rip that word right out. Take it out of the programming in your mind. The word can't should be completely removed from our vocabulary, from our dictionary. Okay, there's nothing impossible to a made-up mind, to a person with drive and determination. The word can't should be removed. Okay, that's the first thing. Growing up in the city of Rochester, like I said, I went to number 6 school for elementary, Jefferson for middle school, and then Wilson for high school. I went on to do some college, MCC, Bryan and Stratton. I'm not a college graduate, but I did go to college in some secondary education, and I did gain from that. But here's the key here. I grew up just like many of you, same struggles, single parent, came from, low means. We didn't have a lot of money growing up, so I used to wear hand-me-downs and things like that. Our parents struggled to, put food on the table. I wasn't going to school as a kid with Jordans and $100 sneakers. My father didn't believe in that. Couldn't afford it, so, I wasn't that fortunate. But as an adult, as a child, I actually learned to want better for myself, to have dreams and ambitions. I wanted to live in a better home than I grew up in. I grew up in a home that had insects. Some of you might know of rodents and things like that. As an adult, I didn't want to live like that. So I made necessary steps in my life to change my whole environment, change my whole reality. In 2005, I started my own car dealership, Royal Motor Sales. It was a successful automobile dealership in Rochester, New York. It grew into 2 locations. I opened up another shop called One Touch Auto on 131 Garson Avenue. One Touch Auto specialized in repairing cars. It was a detail shop. And then I had Royal Motor Sales on Pullman Avenue, who sold vehicles. In 2013, my company Royal Motors did $218,000 in business. And guess how many employees I had?
How many?
Just one, myself. So, and that all came about. I didn't have to share the profit with anyone. It was just me. And some of you may not know that that's $250,000 that I made for myself running my own business. Okay, with no help, no employees. So, with that accomplishment for me, that broke the poverty mindset. That broke the mindset of we can't come from the inner city and be great. We can't come from the inner city and make the type of money doctors and lawyers have, even without a college education. Okay? Remove the word can't and focus on our ambitions and dreams, and we can achieve great things. I went on from owning 2 car dealerships to writing a book, which my book comes out June 19th. It's called Success Philosophy. It's based on the 3 principles for success, which is judgment, industry, and health. So that book is designed to give the youth a step-by-step process on how to accumulate wealth and to obtain financial independence and live a well-balanced life. A lot of the structure that I got, a lot of the guidance that I got started here at Baden St. Like I said, I had good teachers, counselors, and great coaches who mentored me, and a lot of that, their passion in mentorship that was instilled in me is stuck. And it's still some of the same principles that I stand on today, some of the same good teachings that I'm living out today to make my life better. So the key to your better future, the major key to your better future is you. The major key to my better future, life, is me. We should be students of life. They say leaders are good readers, and I found out that that is true. At 19, I became a very avid reader. I used to read a bunch of like hood books and novels at that time as a young teenager. But then around 18, my aunt bought for me the book, the autobiography of Malcolm X. I read that book, and that book inspired me. If any of y'all know Malcolm X's story, he came from inner city. You know, he grew up poverty-stricken and had to go through many of the same struggles we had. His father died when he was very young, and he had to struggle. His mother was a single parent of, I think, over 7 children, and they had to struggle. So Malcolm X eventually turned to the streets, got himself in trouble, ended up going to prison. But in prison, his life changed because he became an avid reader. He started by reading the dictionary from A all the way to Z. That's how he became such a profound speaker. His vocabulary was built up, but he became a good reader. So I became an avid reader around 19. At that point, I stopped reading the hood books, and I started reading everything that was based on knowledge, that had my interest. Between 1994 and 1999, I had read over 100 books. all non-fictional books, all something of education. Right, today, I'm still an avid reader. My goal is to read at least one book a month, at least 10 to 15 pages of something positive every day. And now I have read over 300 books in my lifetime, easily. I've read just 3 books last month. So becoming a good reader, an avid reader, is one of the keys to our success. They say for colored people, minority people, that if you want to hide anything from them, put it in a book. It's sad that it's a little truth to that, but I'm here to tell you that doesn't have to be our story. All knowledge is in books. So if we can find time to discipline ourselves, to learn to love to read and educate ourselves, we can literally educate ourselves. There are countless successful people, rich people, that put their stories in books, told how they did it. I read Shoe Dog, the story of Phil Knight, the owner of Nike. He wrote his entire life story on how he created Nike right out of high school and to what it is today. He put it all in a book. So it's a bunch of entertainers, a bunch of professional people that put their life stories in books, and it actually shows us keys on how we can be successful by following good examples. Another thing I want to implore to all of us is to think highly of ourselves. Let's not feed into the negative stereotypes